Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to Bear With Me. I think this is episode 8
Something
that
like
we're
that.
on. It's been a long run so far. Thanks for joining us this far and for being a long member. We're here. If you notice, we have a very golden background behind us.
I only just noticed it myself.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I call Lewis Golden Boy
Oh, really?
sometimes, not just because of the hair, actually.
Really?
But this background, I think, is really bringing
Charmed,
it. I think
I'm sure.
this background is really bringing out your hair.
I think it actually goes with my eyes pretty well.
Mm-hmm. And as for me right now, I'm actually missing a shoe. So I'm wearing one shoe. I would show you, but I don't think...
We weren't going to talk about that. That's okay.
If I were to show you, I think YouTube would probably block the video. So we're gonna leave it unshown, but just believe me.
Obscene.
Mm-hmm. It's being put to very good use.
Somewhere.
Right under your nose, actually.
Potentially. Depends how they're watching this podcast, Ryan. I mean,
Right. You can be holding the phone like this or like this.
Yeah.
If they're like holding it close to their ear, then it'd be right next to their nose.
That's a really good point.
Mm-hmm. Which either way, it's really disgusting. It's my shoe.
Now, Ryan, that really, I think, segues well into what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
The fact that I wanted to wish you a happy Advent. I haven't done that yet.
Hey, happy Advent to you too, Dalby. And happy Advent to you. We hope you've been having a good one so far, maybe even better than the last one. However, I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed this, it's been incredibly wet outside. How do you feel about that?
I mean, personally, I'm a Moscow native, Ryan, so
Okay.
I grew up with this stuff. I know not all Moscow natives feel the same. I don't want to, speak for
Don't
too
want
many
to stereotype them.
Don't want to stereotype the Moscow native vibe. But I personally really like the snow. I like the wetness. I find it cozy even while I'm in it. So
Right. But there's a difference between snow and then the slush.
that's true.
I think most people aren't slush fans. Are you a slush fan?
I'm a bit of a slush guy, Ryan.
He's a slush guy.
I've got to be honest about
I
that.
like it. I
Yeah.
respect it.
I feel like it requires a bit more Christmas spirit out of you,
Yeah.
and to have a better attitude.
Yeah. Well,
Personally.
I think that's definitely the thing we want to draw from this. That whatever your Advent looks like, it could be the wettest Advent of all time. I mean, think about, like, what if another flood was coming down and it was raining that hard? I mean, that's pretty dang wet.
That's
if
true.
you ask me.
That's true.
But, like, if that was me, and, I was one of those people that Noah was leading behind in his ark.
Back when the Lord said down to Moses, he said, "You gonna build yourself a boat, son."
And it was raining, and it was pouring. It was cats and dogs. And were those people complaining? Well, for the record, they didn't have Advent, so there's that. But if they did have Advent, I reckon that they would have been a lot happier. I reckon that they would have had a lot better of a time, even while they were drowning. Which, now that I think about it, it's kind of a dark thought. We're not in that as difficult of a position. It's just a little slushy outside.
Right. We're not as wicked as those sons of men.
Right. And yet, I feel like I keep talking with people, specifically this week, and they're like, "Oh, the weather's so bad. Oh, my socks are so wet. Oh, I feel like I'm just slushing all over the place. I feel like I'm one big old slushy."
Baby, it's cold outside.
Baby, it is cold outside. Baby, it's wet outside.
Man, the weather is frightful.
Yeah. But is that something to be ruining our Advent over?
Right. Should you actually let that get under your skin?
No.
Sometimes you don't have a choice. But no,
Yeah.
that's the correct answer.
Here's the thing. I've heard more times this week that, "Oh, my socks are wet." I've heard that more than, "Oh, Christ has come to us." Like, yeah.
Now, I think this could actually relate to a deeper etymological misunderstanding,
What do you mean by that?
or a deeper entomological understanding. I'll leave it up to you guys. But Advent, right?
Yeah.
We all know Latin. Odd, and then
Ventus.
Ventus. I think you, if you catch my drift, fair cuz, to quote Shakespeare. I think a bit of a misunderstanding. Guys, it's actually not the coming of the wind that this season is about, even though you might think that. It's about the coming, sorry. It's about coming towards, just like, period. It's not wind coming towards. Ventus, Latin for wind.
What is vent then?
It's like the nounified fourth declension version of like a journey of venitum.
Oh, what's venit mean?
Venet is from the Latin venire.
Okay.
It's the third person singular, in fact.
For those at home, can you say that after us? Say venit.
We'll give you a second to think about that. That's
Venit.
right. Venit. That was the right answer.
Great job.
Now let's try the infinitive form. You ready, Ryan?
Ready.
Venire. Venire.
Venire. Can you say it? Great job.
Good job, that's right.
Well,
Venere.
so anyways,
Okay.
as you were saying about Advent,
Anyway,
etymology,
I think that our subconscious is analyzing that entomologically wrong quite often.
right.
More often than not.
It's about the coming of the sun.
That's exactly right, Ryan.
It's not about the coming of the wind or
That's
the
exactly
snow.
Because
or
in
the weather.
Australia, it's summertime right now.
Right.
They don't have any slush.
No. They might have rain. Well, they have other things to worry about. I don't know. Maybe it's like the peak of their summer.
They got
So-
the wombats. And
Yeah,
the
they have
koalas.
the wallabies.
They're worrying about the wombats.
Wallabies and the kiwi birds.
Stop complaining, Australians.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a good day, mate. But the sun might be shining incredibly hard. It might be super hot over there. So it's like they're getting the other end of the spectrum. And so there is much complaining, but little reason to complain.
It's true.
If you get what we're trying to say to you. So you can take these words to heart. Remember them as you're going through this season of Advent. Remember that the people, like during Moses' time, who didn't have an Advent, or all the people before the coming of Christ, had it a lot more difficult than you with your slushy socks. So that's my takeaway.
I would say that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan, as I do go through my days, as I try to accept and deal with the wetness that I enjoy so much, often I find, if you guys are looking for any suggestions, singing little psalms to yourself can really help. Little songs or little psalms.
Yeah.
I've been really interested in the Psalms of David recently, singing them.
Yeah.
And yeah, there are a couple great songs that come to mind, but I find it very useful.
Yeah. Wasn't there that one about a heart about to falter?
Heard about the lub dub,
Right.
systolysis, and then a little too much diastolysis.
But that one longs for flowing streams of water.
Oh, right, that's the one about the heart who's actually a deer, for some reason.
Right, but they spell
I
it
know
without
that
the E.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like,
just-
it's a little.
I think it's just a
it's a
typo.
great song. Great
It's a
song.
really good one. But it's ironic because that one's also longing for streams of water. But we have streams of water, and we're not longing for them.
Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. But
Water.
but actually, you can drink it. Is what most people don't realize. I found this out the other day.
This guy just pulled in Coleridge in a podcast. Now that's awesome.
Who's Coleridge?
Don't worry about it. But what are some other good practical tips of dealing with the wetness? You said singing some psalms. I think that's a really good way of going about it. I think what I would say is pack an extra pair of socks. Because more often than not, that's the thing that gets soaked and sopping wet. So bring some socks. Maybe take out your wet ones and wring them over the sink in the bathroom.
Yeah. The
But
bathroom, not the kitchen.
yeah, definitely not in the commons kitchen.
Because that's gross.
And not in the water fountain, please.
And they're going to find you, and you're going to be sorry that you did that. I'm going to say, why did you do that? Also, we were talking about Australia earlier, Ryan.
Yeah.
I was reminded of a traditional Australian instrument.
Didgeridoo?
Not the didgeridoo. Contrary to popular opinion, the national instrument of Australia is the ukulele.
I thought that was Russia's national instrument.
I mean, it's good enough that it certainly could be, but the Russians are famous for stealing things.
That's true.
I actually prepped a little song, Ryan. Can I show it to you?
Please.
As the heart about to falter in its trembling agony, longs for flowing streams of water. So God, I long for thee.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that was really good, and that was really fitting, especially for what we've been talking about. That was really beautiful. I would almost guess you're a tenor. But
Thanks, Ryan. I
as
appreciate
Cash
that.
said, Daddy sang bass, Mama sang tenor, and you're not a mama.
Me and little brother joined right in there, which I think arguably, contrary to popular opinion, there is some debate on this, but I think that could mean that me and little brother are joining in tenor with mama. So actually, I'm not gay.
Got it. But isn't that song basically about how everybody's dead?
Yeah, but we'll be joining them in a little while because we're not Stoics.
Right. No. But they're still dead. So there's that. But Cash isn't getting all like, oh, dang it, my socks are wet and my family's dead.
And God bless Johnny Cash.
What he said, but he's not all complaining about it. He's instead looking to the future, looking to the coming of Christ. Well, maybe he wasn't doing that exactly, but still that's what we're doing, looking to Christ's first coming, and we're looking to his second coming, and we're not crying over spilled milk.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that sentiment. Right?
Yeah. So I think that's all that I think I have to say, and I think that's something that you should take home and implement this week and the next week, maybe the week after that, and then maybe the week after that one, and then probably the week after that one, and then
with a grain of salt.
With a grain
or
of
like
pepper.
a bit more salt. Yeah.
Enough salt and enough pepper. Probably about as much salt as you put in those hash browns the other week.
That's pretty fair. I would actually agree.
Go back and watch the previous episode to understand the reference. And let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments what you think about kind of the moral that we've drawn out today. Let us know.
Also, any recommendations for future podcast topics? Things that you want to know the morals of?
We'd love those, because quite frankly, we're running a bit dry. I know we don't look like it. I know we look like we have a lot going on for us, but despite the wetness outside, we're running dry.
You're practically glowing, Ryan.
Moshe, Ani Moshe.
Sameach. Sameach ma'od. Ki im Shekinah? Yeah.
Shekinah.
Shekinah lo. Shekinah lo.
Ani Shekinah. Toda.
Shalom.
Shalom. Ani bet.